get me wrong, sure we're having fun, but it don't mean that I'm in love. I like you a lot, but you gotta step up. I'm through trying to tell you what to do, how to make me fall for you. You should learn that on your own. I play cool, cause I hope you pick it up soon. And you know, don't you? Boy, just be honest. I know you want it, put some work into it, cause you know that I'm hard to love. It won't be easy, so don't be lazy. Just give it to me, cause you know that I'm hard to love. I'm hard to love.
I could really use a change of scenery. Yeah. Everybody smoking all the greenery. Yeah. Close the match cause they were handed down to me. But I'm still fly, I'm still fly, I know. I'm still fly, I'm still fly, let's go. It could all be worse, I could be a hater like you. It could all be worse. Pills to make the man, but that poison's gonna chew you from the inside out. So right now, say it with your chest now, say it with your chest now. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time, it's my time to ride it. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time, it's my time, it's my time to ride it out. It's your time, oh. Cheers to all the haters, cause you proved to me that rising to the top was my destiny. And you can see whatever from behind me, but I'm still fly, I know. I'm still fly, let's go. It could all be worse, I could be a hater like you. It could all be worse. Clothes to make the man, but that poison's gonna kill you from the inside out. It's time to say it with your chest now, say it with your chest now. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time, it's my time to ride it. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time, it's my time, it's my time to ride it out. It's your time, oh. If you're on the bus, say yeah. Yeah. If you're on the train, say yeah. Yeah. If you gotta walk, say yeah. Yeah. Everybody's going somewhere. Yeah. Young or old, I really don't care. Yeah. Life has never really been fair. Yeah. So put your fist up in the air. Yeah. Say yeah. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time, it's my time to ride it out. I'm free, everybody's smoking, can't nobody take me. Matches they were handed down to me, but I'm still fly. It's my time to run it out. I'm still fly, it's my time to ride it out. It could all be worse, I could be a hater like you. It could all be worse. Pills to make the man, but that poison's gonna chew you from the inside out. So right now, say it with your chest now, say it with your chest now. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here you prove to me that rising to the top was my destiny? And you can see whatever from behind me, but I'm still fly, I know. I'm still fly, let's go. It could all be worse, I could be a hater like you. It could all be worse. Clothes to make the man, but that poison's gonna kill you. From the inside out, it's time to say it with your chest now, say it with your chest now. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time, it's my time to ride it. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time, it's my time to ride it out. It's your time, oh. If you're on the bus, say yeah. If you're on a train, say yeah. If you gotta walk, say yeah. Everybody's going somewhere. Young or old, I really don't care. Life has never really been fair. So put your fist up in the air. Say yeah. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time, it's my time to ride it. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time, it's my time to ride it out. It's your time, oh.
Lord only knows what it took to making you like a blossom of a tree or the color of a jewel. So divine is the feeling that I find, like a sweet mountain breeze and a fragment of my mind. I said, darling, you are all I want for sure. Darling, give me everything and more. I said, darling, ooh, yeah, girl, you know I miss you. Slide talking, girl, you're walking circles through my mind. And it seems like every day just gets better when you're mine. When you love now and forever, for my hurt you are the cure. Like a spring you keep me healthy, with a substance that is pure. And I said, darling, darling, I'm feeling rich although I'm poor. I said, darling, in your arms I feel secure. Darling, darling, ooh, yeah, girl, you know I miss you, baby. You know I miss you, oh yeah. You know I miss you, baby. You know I miss you. You know I miss you. And I said, darling, oh darling, you are all I want for sure. All I want for sure, darling. In your arms I feel secure. I feel secure, darling. rich, although I'm poor. I said, darling, darling, give me everything and more. I said, darling, darling, ooh, 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 yeah, girl. Lord only knows what it took to making you like a blossom of a tree or the color of a jewel. So divine is the feeling that I find, like a sweet mountain breeze and a fragment of my mind. I said, darling, you are all I want for sure. Darling, give me everything and more. Lord only knows what it took to making you like a blossom of a tree or the color of a jewel. So divine is the feeling that I find, like a sweet mountain breeze and a fragment of my mind. I said, darling, you are all I want for sure. Darling, give me everything and more. I said, darling, ooh, 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 yeah, girl, you know I miss you. Slide talking, girl, you're walking circles through my mind, and it seems like every day just gets better when you're mine. Bring you love now and forever. For my hurt, you are the cure. Like a spring, you keep me healthy with a substance that is pure. And I said, darling, darling, I'm feeling rich, although I'm poor. I said, darling, in your arms I feel secure. Darling, darling, ooh, 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 yeah, girl, you know I miss you, baby. You know I miss you, oh yeah. You know I miss you, baby. You know I miss you.
Don't get me wrong, sure we're having fun, but it don't mean that I'm in love. I like you a lot, but you gotta step up. I'm through trying to tell you what to do, how to make me fall for you. You should learn that on your own. I'll play cool, cause I hope you pick it up soon, and you know just what to do. Don't you? Boy, just be honest. I know you want it. Put some work into it, cause you know that I'm hard to love. It won't be easy, so don't be lazy. Just give it to me, cause you know that I'm hard to love.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today's video was, you just saw me get home, get like comfortable. As you can see, I'm like in like a, what is it, a terry cloth like tube short set from Forever 21. I love these things in the summer. Today in Sacramento is 109 degrees, so it's kind of hot outside, and I came home, showered, and now I'm relaxing. And I I organized this area here. It's by my closet, and I don't know, it just needed organizing, as you can see. Although some things were already organized, like these drawers are organized, but there's some things that was needing to be put in place. So I hope you guys enjoyed that part of this video. But I wanted to talk to you guys just to discuss my journey through ultrasound school. It was asked of me to do a video about like what kept you going, what kept you motivated. To be honest, I was 20 years old when I was going through ultrasound school, 21, and I liked to party. It was that time of my life where I was single, living on my own, and my parents helped out a lot. So as a single person, single woman living, I felt like, oh, I could do anything. I could travel, I could, whatever. So going through school was a commitment. I can honestly say it was hard. Let's rewind back a little bit. So probably about a year prior to me going to ultrasound school, I was in medical assistant school. And I absolutely loved medical assistant school. That's what I was going to school for. That's what I thought I was going to be forever, right? So I didn't have, I'll link the video that I told you the whole story about my journey, but I didn't have an inkling about ultrasound school. Well, with medical assistant school, you get up in your scrubs every day. The school provided you with scrubs, and you wore that to school, and you studied, and you took a test. You had to get checked off on each mod. So blood draws, you had to do 10 blood draws, and the teacher would check you off. You had to do 10 blood pressure cuff things. This is what you had to do in medical assistant school. So when I went to, and that's a vocational school as well. So when I went to ultrasound school, I kind of figured okay, well, I'm a medical assistant. I'm wearing scrubs already. I could just wear the same scrubs to work, the ones that I wore to work to school, the scrubs, right? And so, yes, they did give you some scrubs at this ultrasound school. I think they were all blue, I want to say. And I just didn't feel okay, I'm in scrubs. Why do I have to switch to scrubs when I get to school? And I would get docked, marked down every day for professionalism. And it was just something where I would talk to my mom about it, and she was just you know what? It's either you want this or you don't. And if you don't want this, then don't waste your dad or I's money. And yeah, as she would say it, and forgive me for saying this, but she's shit or get off the pot. So I kind of took that, and I'm okay, let me buckle down. Let me figure out what I want to do. And is this something that I really want to do? So I started to go to work, and those scrubs, I would have my school scrubs in my backpack already for school. And when I got to school, I would change. I kind of got a new attitude. And when you do something that is serious, then you need to take that mind frame and make that be your point every day. It's if I'm going to go and I'm going to learn how to cook, then I need to learn how to cook. I need to do this the best that I know how. And I wasn't doing that in ultrasound school when I first started. I just was okay, I went to medical assistant school. I already know what the drill is. This is another vocational college. So why not just go ahead and finagle my way through this too? And it wasn't that simple. Come to find out. I struggled with tests. I did not feel comfortable sometimes, and it was just I was the only black girl in the college, and it was diverse because there was Hispanic girls and guys there, and Caucasian people. So it was diverse. But I was the only black person, and I kind of felt like I didn't fit in a little bit, and I just was trying to like find my place. Well, when my mom had that conversation with me, I took on a new lead, and when I showed up and I showed out, it was either you're going to do this or you're not. And I changed my way of thinking. I got up with a purpose, and every day I felt like I needed to make this one better than it was yesterday. So I would go to work and work my butt off. Literally, by the time I got the job as a medical assistant, because I worked during the day and then went to school at night. So when I got the job, there was another medical assistant with this doctor, and he was, the manager, and he was just like, I see a change in you. Like, you came in and, you were kind of like fitting your way, but now you've like excelled. Like, you're doing better than my other medical assistants who's been here for a couple years. So I want to make you like the head doctor's medical assistant. Like, I want you in that position. And when you change your mind frame, things just start lining up in school. And that my whole attitude changed, not only at work, but at school. And so when I would go to school, I would have my scrubs on. I didn't get docked anymore. I got 100% in professionalism, and it just worked. It ended up working out. It was like, I want this. I want to be that woman who I could look at in the mirror and be proud of. I don't want to look at myself in the mirror and have that reflection look back at me like, what are you doing? Like, you're wasting your life away. You're not taking things serious. You're just moseying along and life is just happening. No, I wanted to take control of that. I wanted to be that woman. When you look in that mirror and you see that person reflecting back at you, you want to be like, yep, that's me. I did that. I'm that person. I'm independent. I'm strong. I'm making things happen. And so with that being said, like, it felt good. It felt good to come home. I had my own place. It was fully furnished. And, I would make dinner and I would study. I was living a dream. Like, this is what I dreamed of. Like, growing up, you're like, when I get older, I'm gonna move out. I'm gonna have my own car. I'm gonna have my own place. My parents won't be able to tell me what to do anymore. So I was actually living that dream. I was that person that I dreamed of as a little girl. I'm independent. I'm out here living on my own, and I could go to the movies if I want to. I could go shopping if I want to. I was working and I was going to school. Like, that's a huge thing that you need to do to stay on that drive, to stay on that grind. And I was looking in that mirror and I could see that lady developing who I wanted, and what I wanted in life was happening. Have a strong support system. Find a group of friends. Connect with someone at school. Make sure that you have someone that you can have that pep talk with. Sure, we're self-motivating. We get up every day. We try to make that happen. But sometimes you just kind of need that person that you need to talk to, and to push you a little bit more than what you would push yourself. And so I had a strong support system. My mom was my number one fan. Like, her and my dad, like, anything that I possibly thought would come across my mind, I would talk to her. She was my best friend, and they were there for me, like, no matter what. Like, if I was going through something at school, at work, or just with life, like, I had that strong support system, and it was a blessing to me. I truly thank God for them, because, like, I could even look back now, like, I don't even remember my brothers or sisters. Like, where were they at? Like, I don't even think they came and visited me while I was off in college or, living on my own. My parents were there. Probably my mom practically stayed with me every other weekend. My dad would drive her down. But yeah, like, I just had that support system, and it was strong, and you definitely need to have that with you, whether it's with a student, a pupil, a colleague, a friend, a girlfriend, your parents, a cousin, whatever. Just find it and make sure that you're putting God as your foundation first, because that helped me as well. I prayed through a lot of tests and exams. Why are you going to school? It was, for me, I knew I had to finish, and I knew I had to stay on that grind of going to ultrasound school, because it's just with anything else in life. You do things for a purpose. You do things with a purpose. And my purpose is that I didn't want to be a woman who didn't have a career and didn't have an education, a strong education that could support herself in the event of I need to. My parents were helping me financially, but I didn't want that to be forever, or that they raised me to be, and with that, I've always thought, and this is maybe stupid, but I always thought, I don't ever want a man to have to take care of me. I want to take care of myself. And if I see some shoes, if I see a bag, or if I see a house that I want to buy, I could buy it. And this door, this avenue, this career definitely has opened up those avenues. I've bought houses, I've bought cars, I've bought whatever, I've traveled. I've done so much in this career that I'm just so grateful for. Like, I'm glad that I could look back now and say, I didn't stop. I kept going. I kept driving. And the drive and the passion that I so desired for my life, I knew that I had to make this happen. So just make sure that you get up with a purpose, you are focused and you're driven, and you are definitely, you have an end game, like your end goal. Like, my end goal was, I didn't want to be a woman who was kept. And that's what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to, make happen. That's what they raised us that way, and this was to get me. This is the bridge that was going to get me to that platform. So I definitely, when I took on a different lead, and I was like, okay, this is it. This is what I need to do. And I had that come to Jesus moment with my mama. It was just like, okay, let me do this. And so when I did, things started changing around. And don't be afraid to go for the gusto. I was afraid. I think I told you this story. Yeah, I did. I'll link the video. But I was afraid after school. I didn't know where it all blended in at. And I was so nervous, and I was so scared that I was going to fail. And I'm glad that my teacher believed in me, and he said, no, you could do this. You could do this. And with that little bit of a push, and me getting my first job, I don't let nothing stop me. Literally, I've had radiologists make me cry, because, radiologists have a way, doctors have a way of making you feel inferior. But it was just like, hold on, who are you? Step up, step out of that. Like, you got this. You know what you're doing. Don't let no one tell you that you don't. So I always kept that attitude through this journey and through my career, that I could walk into any place and make it happen. Like, you cannot tell me that I can't, and I have yet to have that bite me in my tail. But it actually has opened up many, many, many doors to have that type of confidence, and that my personality is like big. And so when I enter, the doors, my personality shines through, and I could back it up with my scanning. So that really is like key, like your confidence, being positive about yourself. Don't let no one talk down to you. Know who you are, know your place in life, know what you are here to do. And I'm rambling, I know I am, but I wanted to just have that conversation with you guys. Like, was school easy? No, by far no. Like, I failed so many tests ridiculously, but talking to teachers, doing extra credit, doing things like that where, I didn't stress off my grades. I just wanted to pass the class. And I just wanted to, because to be honest, if I get straight A's, what is that going to get me? Straight A's is not going to get me a job. Straight A's is not going to get me a scholarship to another college. I'm already in college. So I wanted to make sure that, sure, an A is great, but an A doesn't determine, okay, well, you're smarter than me, or, well, I know more information than you do. No, it doesn't. And I hate grades because it puts you in that category. So make sure that when you're in school, you're doing the best that you can, and that you're working your butt off, and you're making sure that your grades are for you, no one else. Don't compare yourself to no one else. Don't do that, because that's not how it is in the real world. When we scan, we're techs. You scan a certain way, your signature is a certain way, and that's your uniqueness. So I did not stress off because my girlfriend Claudia got straight A's and I'm over here with C's and B's. I'm not going to stress off of that. I'm passing. I'm getting out of this class. I'm going on to my next mod. So I wanted to tell you guys that just keep driving, have a bigger picture, have goals set for yourself, make a vision board, make it happen, make a vision, make it plain. Definitely don't compare yourself in school. Tests are going to be hard. School is going to be hard. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. And I know you've heard that before. So with that being said, it's time for my family workout session. So I'm going to leave you guys, but I will be back. And if you like this video, you will definitely like my other ones. So it was great talking to you guys. See you guys in the next video. I love you guys. And if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button down below. I would love to have you a part of this amazing family here on my YouTube channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.